Yo, what's going on guys? It's Bertrude, welcome back to the channel. I've just got finished making this brand new build, and this one's all about utilising two particular magma sorceries. On this one the floor definitely is lava. So this is a level 40 build. We've got 35 vigour, 18 strength, 18 dex, 25 intelligence and 14 faith. In our flask we're using the Flame Shroud and Crack tier to boost our fire attacks, and the Opaline Hard tier, as always, to boost our damage negation. And here's a quick look at the armour and talismans that we're using in this build. Take note of the Grave and Mass talisman and the Godfrey icon to boost our spells. We're using two Gelmir staffs on this build to boost our magma sorceries, and those two sorceries that we're using are Magma Shot. As well as this, we've got Rolling Magma with that really nice big delayed explosion that can do a hell of a lot of damage if they get caught in it. We have a few weapons on the build as well to help us with our damage output, the first one being the Monk's Flameblade Curve Sword. Then we also have the Morning Star. Then we also have the Thorned Whip. And then last but not least, we also have the Kestus. All of our weapons are magic infused because of our magic scaling, and then all of the Ashes of War on every single weapon is Endure. This is a vital part of the build. It's going to help us poise through incoming attacks to land our sorceries. And that's the build guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content, but it's time for you lot to get your feet up, relax and enjoy the video. So welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you all having an awesome day. Thanks for stopping by, checking out this brand new build. This one's turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I'm really pleased with it. It's created a super fun playstyle, and we've took the two magma sorceries, Magma Shot and Rolling Magma, and put them front and centre with this build as our main source of damage. So let's take a look at how this build performs in this first invasion. You can see it's a bit of a tricky one. We're against this trio, and we've got this naked Schmeagol who keeps throwing pots at us. He's obviously trying to do some big damage with the throwing pots, but he doesn't know what he's up against guys. He doesn't know that we've got Magma Shot and Rolling Magma on this build that are going to absolutely destroy him. We set the trap guys, we put the Rolling Magma down on the floor and we just wait. We wait for that big delayed explosion and kaboom, there you go. Just the first example of how deadly Rolling Magma can be. I catch up to the host here, and where are you going? Get down off that ladder. I didn't say you could go up there, I want to have a little play with you before I kill you. That sounds a bit weird. It does sound a bit weird. But I really don't care, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a little play with these lovely magma sorceries. And this is a perfect example of the end game kind of playstyle that I want to achieve on this build in every fight. I want to endure with my weapons, poise through any incoming attacks and land Magma Shot straight in the mush. Nice little bit of magma, a nice little bit of magma, all's up on your face. I spawned into this invasion in the academy, and I actually didn't clock it initially, but there's another invader with me here. There's three of us. And the explosion there on the Rolling Magma, really unfortunate. The explosion actually killed the other invader in that instance. I didn't realise that at the time. It was only when I watched this footage back that I realised that's what actually happened. I thought I'd actually killed another party member, the third summon, and the second summon even. I thought I'd killed one of the enemies, but that's just unfortunate guys. I didn't know there was an invader there, but I killed him. It's unfortunate. Nice little bit of magma for a fellow invader. It's just unlucky guys, it's just unfortunate. But we got a nice kill on the summon there. We planted the Rolling Magma on the wall, waited for the summon to step into it, big explosion, and then we followed it up with a live shot to get the kill. And now we followed the host up into this little room here where the grace is, and we can go to work with the whip and our lavas and just have a little bit of fun guys, just a little bit of fun, just throwing a bit of magma everywhere. Let's get messy. Let's get nice and hot, let's heat things up a bit, let's put a bit of magma all over the place. And this guy, we finish him off nice and easy with a whip. A bit of help from the PvE there, but we really didn't need it. Thanks for your support mate, Thanks for the enthusiasm. I appreciate what you're trying to do. I really do. I like your style. But I really didn't need the help because this build is an absolute beast, especially one-on-one. Lava, magma, all over the place. It's just too much for a solo horse to handle. You can see here again, guys, on this invasion how good the playstyle of this build is. We're using rolling magma and we're just playing around the explosion. I'm trying to set the trap, I'm putting it down. You can see the summon here isn't realising that there's going to be an explosion in his face. He eats a whole lot of damage. We follow it up with a lava shot, finish him off with a swing of our sword, and it's just a beautiful kill. Absolutely beautiful kill. Perfect of what we want to do on this build. A perfect example of the playstyle and the kit and how it's all going to work. And once again here we poise through, lava shot in his face, nice little bit of magma alls up on you, and then once again we finish it off with one big swing from the curved sword. Just a beautiful invasion, guys. A beautiful example of how the kit and this build works. When I was putting this build together, there was two things that I was trying to focus on that I really wanted to achieve, and that was to get the absolute most damage that I could out of the two Magma Sorceries, and the second one was actually land them successfully. Magma Shot is a bit of a weird one. It's hard to land and it's easily interrupted, so that's where the idea for Endure came from. Poise through the attacks and land Magma Shot at close range, like a big shotgun almost, straight up in the face. And as I said, I wanted to get the most damage as I could out of the two sorceries. So I got two Gelmir staffs because the damage from those enhances the Magma Sorceries. You get more damage from the staffs, and using two of them is stacked together. And then we're also using the Graven Mass Talisman to boost the damage from our sorceries, and then we're using the Godfrey icon as well. So we're doing a lot of fully charged sorceries, especially on the Magma Shot at close range. And as you can see, the rolling magma as well, we're just always fully charging them. So those two talismans together, as well as the two Gelmir staffs, is helping us get the absolute most damage we can out of these two sorceries. This invasion here in Caelid was a really solid one. You can see there we got a really nice bit of damage from the magma shot on both the horse and the summon, and that allowed us to close the gap on the summon and get the first kill. We get a nice hit on the horse there with the magma shot again, and we followed up with a nice bit of damage, but we're just not quite able to kill him because if you notice in the background a blue spawned in. So the horse has now got a little bit more support, and it's someone else for us to kill in this invasion. We give him a nice little bit of magma alls up in him. Nice little bit of magma. Nice little bit of magma, Mr. Blue. As you can see, he just ate a lot of it. Closing the gap now. Few swings from this big curved sword. And there you go, the blue's dead. The blue is dead, absolutely standard. Now let's catch up to that horse. He's on a bit of a run. Takes us for a little bit of a run around Caelid, but we catch up to him soon enough and we can start doing some work. So he's run all the way back to the Grace and he's trying to spawn his summon back in. Now, I was confident that I could have took care of the summon, but my blue juice is running a bit low and I wanted to just get this invasion done. I didn't want to have to deal with the summon again when he came back in. I was really pleased with how this invasion had gone so far. I killed the summon, I killed the blue, I just had to kill the horse, but I didn't want it to go wrong at that point, so I really put the full throttle on to go and kill the horse and get that invasion done successfully. So we're in Stormvale Castle for this one, and I see this duo at the top of these steps outside, and I want to welcome them both in with a little bit of a magma explosion. Doesn't do any damage, but these two are really thirsty for me. You can see just how much they're running at me. Not really paying any mind to what I'm doing, they're just trying to put a load of pressure on me. So straight away, I know exactly what I want to do in this invasion. If you watch, you'll see I'm not actually trying to do any damage with my weapons. All I've got to do now is top my blue juice up. That is all I'm focused on doing at the moment. I need to get enough space to have a blue drink, There we go, the blue's topped up, and now it's just a case of setting the trap and waiting for it to unfold. We use Endure so we can get the rolling magma off, and then we just wait. There you go. Exactly what I knew would happen. Both dead, one swing with the Kestis, one little punch to finish off the horse, and the plan worked out perfectly. Rolling Magma there doing the absolute business on the summon, taking him out nice and early at the start of this invasion, and now I can go to work on the horse with the whip. This horse was being a little bit tricky, he was moving around a lot, and he was actually making it really hard for me to land any of the lava sorceries. He was quite wise to what I was doing, fair play to him really. I landed a bit of damage on that instance, but overall he was moving around a little bit too much for me to actually do any work with the sorceries. So I switched to the whip on this one and just go to work trying to get that blood proc with the thorn whip and get some damage done with my weapon. Now the weapons on this build, none of them really do that much damage because our scaling is a little bit, our start investments, the scaling of everything is a little bit all over the place. Our weapons aren't putting out that much damage. The stats on this build are all catered for our sorceries with the intelligence and the faith, so it's not left much other room for investment to get damage out of our weapons. So the weapons aren't doing a hell of a lot, but it's good having the bleed build up on the whip and the Morning Star because, we can get that big burst of damage if we get the blood proc. But yeah, this build is all catered to get the most damage out of the sorceries. So I spawned into the Fingerfork Hero's grave on this one, and I absolutely hate invading here. I can't stand these chariots that keep rolling around, but eventually I found the horse in this summon, and these two are absolutely desperate not to fight. Look at this. Have you ever seen anything so desperate in your life? Please, please don't hurt us. Let us just carry on. Oh dear. But no, you're going to eat some rolling magma. Boosh! Oh, it's funny watching that back. I remember that at the time, I was laughing my head off. I've never seen two players who were so passive, just begging not to fight. Absolutely begging not to fight. That was so funny. I'm in the academy for this one against this duo, and I'm back on the Thorn Whip, so we're not doing a hell of a lot of damage with our weapons, but I'm trying to get some good blood build up down on the summon. And trying to get some work done with our sorceries, but we've got a good bit of PvE support. We've got the big scholar bros there doing some nice work with their own little blue laser beam sorceries, but it doesn't take too long for the duo here to clear the area, and now they can focus on me. So I've got to play it cautiously because they're going to be able to do some big damage, especially now. Oh, we've got another little. Oh, look at this scholar here. Welcome down, buddy. Come on down. Come on, join the fight. Give me some support. Let's see what you can do. Let's see what you're made of. Let's go to work. But I'm working on the summon here. I'm trying to build up that blood. I'm trying to get a blood proc with the whip, and then I can focus on the horse. Not doing too much with our sorceries in this one. I'm just really focused on whittling this summon's health down with the whip. I'm getting him really low now. I'm smelling blood in the water, and I've managed to take him out. Get a quick heal, because we don't want to die after all that good work done getting rid of the summon. Get a quick healing, and now I can focus on the horse. I can see just how aggressive the horse is being here, so it's a perfect opportunity to use Endure and land a big magma shot straight in his face. I set a rolling magma trap down on the ground, and I just wait for the big explosion, and then the actual, I think he steps back into the lava that was on the floor there, and the last bit of damage from the lava finishes him off. So we're not in the ideal spot for this invasion, for this build, surrounded by water, and we're trying to do fire damage. So it just doesn't make sense, guys, does it? It just doesn't make sense. You don't want to be trying to do fire damage in a load of water, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, innit? You can't decide where you want to invade, you've just got to take each one as it comes. And we're still doing some decent damage, you know. Watch this. Just watch this, guys. Boom! It will never not get boring. It will never not be satisfying. Honest to God. That summon got absolutely destroyed by the rolling magma. Once again, rolling magma doing the business. People, I just don't know if people, whether it's a case that they're not used to it, they're not used to seeing it, they're not aware that there's going to be a massive explosion once I've put the trap down. But time and time again, it's come good for us in this video. Got us loads of kills, and as I said, it'll just never not be satisfying, guys. It's just an ultimate way to kill someone. Absolutely love it. Love this build. Love the playstyle. It's so good. Again, rolling magma destroys the host, and then he steps into a bit of the magma on the floor, and that just finishes him off, guys. It just finishes him off. Nice bit of magma, sir. Nice little bit of magma for you. How did it feel? Nice and hot. Nice and hot on your old feet. I'm sorry it killed you, but you should just be more aware of what's going on, my friend. We're in carrier manner for this one, and I brought my friend Steve the dog. Go on, Steve. Go on, bite his ass. Go on, bite him. Bite him, Steve. Oh, I think they've killed Steve. Steve the dog has gone, man. They've killed Steve. I need to take revenge. I will avenge you. Don't worry, Steve. I'm going to avenge you. These two carrier manner doing some work with the Magma Sorceries once again. But they're not being stupid, these two. They're quite aware of what's going on. I think they're well used to the rolling magma. You can see there they're actually backing off. Once I place the trap, they're backing off. They're not actually taking that much damage from the explosion. So these two might be more familiar with that particular spell. I don't know, but I put one down here, and I don't know if the host just doesn't realise it, but maybe he doesn't back up just in time. But I get a good bit of damage on that one, and I try and close the gap now. But the summon comes at me from behind. Naughty boy. Naughty boy. See, he's got his own lava blades of his own there. So it's a bit of a lava off in this one. But my lava is stronger. Magma shot. Nice little 3M onto the ladder. Follow that up with the second one. And we kill the summon. Look at that. And then what happens, guys? The most satisfying thing. Better than a win. Better than getting the kill. We get the DC. Oh, you absolute loser. You killed my dog, Steve, and now you've DC'd on me. You absolute scrub. Get melted. Oosh! Now, Stormvale Castle, watch this, guys. Look at these. Look at this. You can't kill me right now, boys. You can't. I've got iframes. They just never learn. But look how thirsty they're being. I know exactly what I want to do now. When they're being so aggressive like this, it's just a perfect opportunity to endure once again. Massive magma shots straight in the faces, and we kill the host. When you've got aggressive players, this build is built to take advantage of it. We're back in the lake for this one. Again, not the ideal spot to invade with this build. But like I said, guys, you can't choose where you invade. You've just got to take each one as it comes. But luckily for us, we're using the Morning Star in this one, and we can kill the summon there without much fuss. We get a nice blood clock on him with the Morning Star, and we take him out nice and easy. Now we can focus on the host and try and get some work done. You know, like, you can still do damage in this area. We're using fire spells, but you know, we're still going to do damage if we land. It's going to be a little bit reduced compared to normal, I imagine, but you know, nothing too much to worry about. We just get on with things, guys. We just get on with things. We go to work, we clock in, and we put the shift in. Anyway, guys, this is the last invasion of this video, so I'll just let this one play out in the background. But this build, so much fun. Honestly, this playstyle that is created, putting magma shot and rolling magma front and centre, has made for such a cool playstyle. It's so much fun. The weapons that we're using, like I said, are just there for a bit of support. It's all about the sorceries on this one. Super fun build, and yeah, I've really enjoyed putting this video together. Anyway guys, look after yourselves, take it easy, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content, but enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all on the next video.